Can you retire? And like I said, we're going to CNBC. So let me go ahead and share the screen. One thing I've never learned how to do, no matter how much I record, is like share the screen in like a clean and functional way. Here we go. All right, y'all. Boom. Americans think they need almost 1.5 million to retire. Experts say to focus on another number instead. This is April 15, 2023. When it was published and last updated. This is Monday of this week. Now, I'm interested to see, like, when this says Americans, what age this is. My guess is this is the general number for all Americans. But are we talking about millennials and younger? Nah, this number is well over 1.5 million for millennials. But if it's people going to retire in the next 5 years or so, people in their late 50s, early 60s thinking about retiring, then yeah, 1.5 million relative where you live in the country, things of that nature. Should be enough, assuming you have no debt. Please do not retire with a mortgage. All right. Anyways, Americans, magic number savings goal for retirement has increased by over 50% since 2020. So in 2020, it was 750,000. No. But experts say the secret to building true wealth is having a high savings rate. Oh, the secret is, yes, having a high spot. By definition, the more money you save, you would think the more money you have, right? But it's also continuously investing. So putting money in, not stopping once you put the money in, and not taking the money out until it's time to take the money out for whatever the desired purpose is. Look at this pretty little white couple. All right. Oh, my bad. Wait, hold on. And this is by Lori Connish. All right. Here we go. When it comes to retirement, Americans have a new number in mind, 1.46 million, for how much they think they will need to live comfortably, according to new research from South Northwestern Mutual. Estimate is up, 53% since 2020. Americans said they need, I did that math wrong. When I said 750, that was 100%. Anyways, 950,000 was in 2020 as the cost of living has surged in certain recent areas. It's also up 15% from last year. My goodness. And see, inflation is not that high. But hey, retirement is retirement. I mean, you're talking about you're not working at all. In theory, is my assumption when they're talking about this retirement number here, this 1.46 million, not retiring. I mean, not working at all during retirement. Yeah, you're probably going to want more than what inflation is. And then it also depends on whether or not you're receiving Social Security, how much of this is in, 401k, so it's pre-tax, and a Roth 401k, a taxable brokerage account, all these type of things, important, whether or not you're coming from a job with a pension for people who still have jobs with that. All of that's going to factor into how much money you're going to need when you retire. Where do you want to retire at? Some people's kids move away from them and they decide they want to move closer to their kids because, they have grandkids now. All these type of factors play in here. Up 15% from last year when they said they need 1.27 million. For many savers, that goal may sound daunting, particularly as U.S. adults have an average of 88,000, so almost 90,000 currently saved toward retirement. Study found, likewise, a recent CNBC survey showed that 53% of Americans feel like they are behind in retirement savings. Yeah, most people are behind. Most people are behind when it comes to retirement. And it's not even just your retirement savings. It's just your overall financial planning or estate planning, whatever you want to call it, when it gets to that retirement phase. When I'm working with my clients, when we do the very first intro meeting, I have a list of questions they ask, and I asked them 2 separate times about what in short they want their long-term goals to be and what they think retirement looks like for them in the future. Because if you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. And one of the big issues people have is that they don't have any semblance of a plan of what they want their life to look like in the retirement years. I mean, people complain that retirement age is getting raised, all these different type of things. But at some point in time, in general, you want to quote unquote, let's just say, stop working. What do you want that period of life to look like for you? I mean, it's that simple. It's a question for you to answer, not for any of us to answer it for you. All right. However, experts say having a magic number in mind should not be a priority when planning for your retirement. No, I wouldn't say a magic. I like the quote unquote magic number. I gotta sneeze. A magic number. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, you hate when you sneeze, pump fake you. Anyways, I wouldn't say it's a magic number, but you do need a number. You need something to aim for. The number is an emphasis, said John Rowland, a certified financial planner and private wealth advisor. Okay, Northwestern Mutual, beyond financial advisors and sponsorship. That retirement number is really just a starting point for a broader conversation on how to make clear, competent decisions in that phase of your financial life when you're distributing money versus when you're accumulating money. Okay, true. Mason was the person's name. John. Okay. I can agree with John on that. All right. All right. Fidelity Investments, the nation's largest provider of 401k plans, has moved away from providing broad estimates for what is needed to retire, said Rita Asaf, I believe, Vice President of Retirement Products at Fidelity. That's a big dog position. Uh, there is no one size fits all. True. It depends again. Well, it's how much you should invest is based off your income. Since everyone's income is different, how much you should invest as far as the whole dollar amount, not the percentage, is going to be different for everybody. Then on top of that, the lifestyle you want in retirement, most people usually want to do more when they get to retirement as far as traveling, things of that nature, lifestyle type of spending. So that you have to add that into the factor. Then the big thing that people don't usually like to think about is your health. You lose your health insurance, you can get, marketplace health insurance, but your health insurance is usually provided through your employer. So you use that. Shout out to people who do their 20 years in the military and keep that track here for life. But you have to also factor in what you're doing now from a health standpoint and what that's going to look like when you get older. I mean, all of our bodies deteriorate as we get older. That's just how we works. Retirement, I mean, not to be, negative Nancy, but retirement means, in short, from an age standpoint, you're close to death. I mean, that's in short what that means. You're getting closer to the later years in your life. So it's likely that your health is in the worst condition it's ever been in your life. And you have to think about all those costs that may come up. And we want people, we talk about health and wealth on here, finance and fitness. We want y'all to be as healthy as possible, but you don't need to operate in a state of ignorance when it comes to what your health's going to be like at your retirement age. Be aware of how you're eating right now in your younger years, how you're exercising, all those different type of things as far as your lifestyle from a health standpoint. All right. Vice President Rita Soft said, your income likely differs from other people. No, not likely it does. Other factors such as how much of your income you hope to replace in retirement, where you plan to live, okay, lifestyle you plan to have, your health. I do not read these articles ahead of time. Your healthcare costs, again, and longevity, and will all impact the actual number you will need. Again, I do not read these articles ahead of time. It just is what it is. It really depends. I hate when they have those pop-ups. It really depends on your personal situation. As Soft said, we do think having a retirement plan helps with that, but it's got to be a personal retirement plan. Yeah, I wouldn't say have a number, meaning once you get to 1 million, you're good. I would say try to save as much as possible. That would just be, and that's like, duh, Corey. But paying down your debt, paying off your debt, getting your house paid off. That's the one I would say in retirement. When you talk about retirement, having your house paid off is a big factor, not just for your net worth, but so your burn rate isn't as high. All right. Especially how much people complain about how much property taxes going up. If you got that 100% PNT, or it's 100% depending on the state you live in, you don't got to pay taxes, but property taxes. But man, you have to factor that in as well. Some people, Jesus. Some people might still have a HELOC because they use the HELOC so that their kids can go to college, or they still have Parent Plus loans they need to pay. Like all of that needs to be factored in. The number